Once upon a time, stories did not exist. Words ran rampant, untamed and untethered throughout the world, a mass of nouns and letters tumbling across the earth like a raging sea. It wasn't until the chronicler herded the unruly verbiage into books and added them to their collection that stories started coming into being. But what happens when tales escape the confines of their covers? That, my dear reader, is something we will find out together.
I need to get back to where I'm from. My friend is waiting for me. Who else is gonna try and play Murder the Dragon with me? Well, I suppose a lot of these people.
Everyone thinks fairy tales are things of joy and happiness. Well, I can tell you firsthand that they're nothing but a bunch of little nightmares. They've taken everything from me, but I can fight. And nothing's gonna stop me from getting back to my Tam.
For as long as life has existed, I have served as its complement, its bloody sibling that all fear. I am Camilla, death incarnate, and my will cannot be denied.
A name. A name is for those who wish to be known. And if you find yourself in my presence, then you must know nothing.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Journey to Books End, a Cypher System game using the We Are All Mad Here supplement by both by Monte Cook Games. I'm Mare. I use they, she pronouns, and I am your page master for this campaign. Hello, this is session 8. After this, we will be about 2/3 through the campaign. Gasp. As always, we're going to go say, hey, hi, who we are, where you can find, not where you can find us, hey, who we are, your character, and your character sentence, and then we're going to end with Soul, because Soul's going to do the recap, even though they weren't here last week, because they did more than me and rewatched the episode. So that means we're going to start with Charlie.
Oh shit, that me. Hi
That's
guys. My name is Charlie. I use he, they, she pronouns. I will be playing Bonnie Janet this evening, who uses she, her pronouns, and she is a strong-willed explorer who looks for trouble.
Amaya.
Hi, I'm Amaya. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Mishi, a guarded beast who speaks for the fuck.
You can do it.
Who speaks for the land. We got there.
Ange.
Hello there, everybody. My name is Angela Lemos Morvejo. I use she, they pronouns, and I will be playing Camila Gutierrez, who uses any and all pronouns, and is a vicious god who sees beyond and walks the wild woods.
And my name is Soul. I use they, them pronouns, and I play Onyx Scaletooth, who is a rugged dragon who bears a halo of fire. Do you want me to go in recap now, or do you want to introduce yourself first?
I already said hi to him. I already introduced myself. You go.
did. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Hello, everyone. So last week, I wasn't here, but I know exactly what happened. Because I watched it at 1.75 speed on YouTube today. So after putting out the fire, the group sort of helped Dewey regroup, and Dewey noticed after the fire that many books were out of place. There was stuff sort of everywhere. And after bullying Dewey for not being able to have hands several times, the group decided to try and follow the scent of Reed through the library. In passing through several places, they made it to a shelf called Tuturbrix, and found that there was a book missing from the Monte Cook section. And then following further, they made it to an old historical section and found out that the secret of the still streets.
Secret of Silent Streets. Secrets of Silent Streets? Yeah, that's it.
Secrets of Silent Streets.
There
I
we
was
go.
almost there. Is the book that was misplaced, even hidden for Reed to hide in. And we found out that he had dog-eared a section called the Mentors Library, which is practically an unending library with so big that people get lost and create civilizations in it. And Mishi had sent out her pixie friend or her fairy friends to sort of search the library. They came back and presented with some hidden notes that Reed had sort of lost throughout the library, with lists of places to go, places to hide, dangerous places, and sort of like a brainstorming map of what to do and how to, and whatever they're doing. They pretty much made the guess that, like, oh, he's trying to rewrite a story and make a new story for himself, and somehow had and they scried and they saw that he is sailing towards Mishi's island. It made Mishi very upset. They went to go see how they jogged and all the way to the
Chronicler.
Chroniclers. Chroniclers. Chronicler's workroom, and after unsuccessfully trying to break down the door, they convinced Dewey to at least go inside and look around for them, because Dewey was very unwilling to let them into the workroom. They found that the tools were missing.
Some were missing. There was less tools in there as normal.
Yes, which are the same tools that we saw back in the Fey realm. So after understanding that, oh wow, this is bookception, he went into a book to go into another book. They ran all the way back to, they hiked all the way back to go into the Legend of Skaha. In the meantime, Camilla and Janet continued to be very queer, while Mishi continued to be very anxious. And they made it back. It seems that a couple weeks had passed, even though we were gone for, a little over a day, because we fell asleep in the place.
Yeah, in the Fey realm.
Yeah, in the Fey realm. So we were gone for a little over a day, and the group make it back. It's been a couple weeks. Onyx, who had marched in a little earlier, has apparently been there for 1 or 2 days. And the group tries to sort of get a handle on the newness. Camilla displays more Queen of the Fae things as they enter, and she is not happy about all the attention. It makes her feel awkward. But as they go in, they try to convince Mishi, like, we need some rest before we go again. And Mishi begrudgingly accepts, and takes to fishing with Janet's father. Meanwhile, Camilla asks Janet the current how friendship feels, and shows Janet exactly how they feel about her. And Janet's like, oh no, this is more than friendship. And Camilla asks Janet to stay by her side this evening. And as they sort of start to try and figure out, or before they even get to like push on beyond that, Janet is called away by Petite to go talk to Skaha, where Janet receives a prophecy of her death if she chooses to follow the path that she is currently on, at the hands of a great black-scaled beast. And that's where we left off, folks.
That is where we left off. Out of character because it just came to my mind. Has Mishi ever experienced saltwater? Because he went fishing in the ocean. Because the Great Lakes are freshwater lakes.
Question.
Just food for
Interesting.
thought.
Yeah, she gets down there and is like, holy shit! So many things! Oh my god!
Anyway, okay.
I want to see Mishi encounter a shark for
She
the
comes
first
out
time.
and she's like,
Big fish. Big fish.
So thirsty.
Okay. As a reminder, we are raising money for PCRF. Our donate stuff is right there. It's been a hot minute, so let's go over them super quick. But for $5, you can give one of my players an asset, which makes it easier for them to succeed on a task. For 10, you can give someone a Cypher. For 10, another 10, you can also give a player of your choice a natural to 20, which is a critical success. $20, everybody gets a +1 asset. And for 30, everybody gets a critical success. And if you give 50, I get a natural 1, the ability to do a natural 1. I have 2 in my pocket right now, so don't give me any more. I'm good. Give some stuff to my players. And we are $45 away from our 650 goal. So hell yeah. Let's, and I think we're giving away a gift card at 650. Maybe? Question mark. I'm pretty sure. And if not, I will make a giveaway at 650. All right. We ready to get started? All right. Onyx, what have you been doing since you got here?
Onyx has been looking over the pages again that were there and collected, and sort of pointedly talking to Caulfield to try and understand the whole of Caulfield's side of things, while like putting down pages in front of Caulfield is like, why did you do this?
What page did you put down?
Oh, the one where like Caulfield is like pecking at Petite.
I don't like her. She takes your attention away from me.
Caulfield, she was all alone with us.
She would always also... I know you didn't see it that way. I know you just thought she was playing games. But she did try to kill you a lot. How can I like her when she tries to do that? Like, I've told her to stop. Like, I did try to be nice at first.
Mm-hmm. I thank you for trying to protect me. Did Mother know?
Did Mother know which part?
Did Mother know that Petite was trying to hurt me?
I'm gonna roll to see if he knew or not. Odds yes, evens no.
Okay. I know what I want it to be because it's very dramatic.
Okay. Yeah, she does. I made sure to tell her at some point. But she said that you can handle it. Like, she said she trusted you.
That's why she never let me leave? I don't... What do you know about that, Caulfield? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know why she would let you leave. Wouldn't let you leave. Other than the fact that it was your duty to, like, keep an eye on Petite. Because she was, you know, doing queen dragon business. You know how busy she gets. Keeping all the other dragons in line.
Yeah.
She was trying to prevent war a lot.
Yeah. Can you remind me What did the humans do to cause Petite to be made into a political hostage?
I'm actually gonna, if it's okay with you, Soul, I'm gonna pull a Sooth card for this.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. I even have my deck, the app up, because if y'all are going there somewhere today. All right, the card I pulled. Oh, for anyone all the rest of the players who have not played with this mechanic before, basically the Sooth deck is a mechanic from Invisible Sun, and it works like a narrative tarot deck. So each card has its own like set of meanings and like stuff that will tell you like what happens like for good, bad, and like divination reasons and like story gameplay. So I pulled the Incriminating Skull.
Oh.
Disaster discovery, evidence connections, and friends and family. The skull is uncovered, revealing a long-buried wrong. It is evidence of a crime. Okay, so I don't know the details. I only know like a little bit. But apparently your mom got some blackmail on humans, and basically she's using Petite as extra blackmail to make sure that they don't do anything.
Okay.
She's an insurance policy, I think.
Yeah. And she didn't know.
His feathers slick down a lot. Very ashamed.
What she did to me was wrong. But what was done to her is also wrong. And we need to talk about it. And after that, anytime that Onyx saw Petite, she just about face because she's not currently
ready.
You know, she doesn't have anyone else to like she has Caulfield to talk about this, but Caulfield is so intertwined with it.
Yeah, not
and
like
she's so biased, and she doesn't want to talk to Anansi. She doesn't want to talk to another human, and so she's just like, there's no one here who I trust, who I can talk to about this.
You're not there yet. This isn't the
You're
couple
not
days.
there yet. This is like a day. This is 2 days before you get there.
Yeah, and like whenever like you and Petite see each other, you both do an about face because she doesn't want to talk to you either. But she doesn't scowl at you angrily. She just avoids you. But you're avoiding her too, so.
Yeah, which is honestly kind of like more awkward. because it's just like, all right, I could be mad at you before, and I'm still mad at you.
But now I get why you're mad at me.
Yeah, and now it's just more complex. It's awful.
It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. I just wanted to be mad without any consequences.
But that's not how it works.
Yeah.
So what's your game plan?
The game plan is, after spending all this time hemming and hawing and sort of running away and feeling like a coward, when Onyx hears that Camilla, Janet, and Mishi are back, she feels worse that she's been a coward while they're gone. And she goes to the kitchen in Skaha's castle and asks to assist with preparing the dinner meal to like avoid seeing her friends.
Oh.
Because she doesn't want to admit that like she's been a coward and she's and she's like feeling so many different things, and frustration and like weirdness, and yeah, she just wants to help out in the kitchen and learn human ways of doing things. And I think she frightens one of the kitchen staff when she like just puts her hands like straight into like an oven to like retrieve something, and then she's just like, what is wrong, because she's not affected by fire. um
There's like a younger servant, like she's like probably like the like kid of one of the older like adults, but she's like helping out in the kitchen. She's like a scullery maid. She does like dishes and stuff, and she does like help with prep, and she's like very interested in what you're doing, and she's just like watching. And like when you're like tasked to, you know, like cut vegetables, she's like, you gotta make them even and equal. You can't just go shh shh shh.
oh, okay.
Try and
Kinda-
aim for like half the size of your thumb.
She puts her thumb down directly next to the vegetable.
Just be careful, don't chop your finger off.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she makes like a careful incision and then uses that as like but she you know, she pauses after a while and like looks at her old pile of chopped vegetables and the new one, and she looks at the servant and she's like, "Thank you. What's your name?"
I'm Loretta.
Hi, Loretta.
She holds out her hand up at you. Hi.
Oh, Onyx knows how to shake hands. Onyx shakes her
absolutely.
hand and chuckles and is just like, are you from here or are you from another?
I'm
Okay.
from here. I got to meet a bunch of cool people, like very interesting people when they came here a while ago. But I like it's been fun. You're the most interesting so far.
Onyx sort of chuckles. And how small is Loretta?
She's she's probably tall for her age. So like I'm thinking probably like 5 feet. Like it's like one of the kids. It's like when you grow up and you hit your growth spurt and you're like taller than everyone else in your class, but then you don't grow any taller for the rest of your life.
Yeah, Onyx sort of chuckles and she's just like, is it the scales, the horn, the skin?
Yes.
Is there anything you'd like to know?
How did you stick your hands in the oven without getting hurt?
Oh, I am a fire dragon.
You're not just here because you're trying to infiltrate from the inside out, right?
No.
Okay.
I like Lady Skaha.
She's really nice. I like her too. She treats everybody really well.
Yes, and one of my dear. And she sort of like holds on to that word. And she looks at Loretta and she's like, one of my dear friends would probably be very upset if I tried to hurt Lady Skaha or anyone here.
A lot of people would be really upset.
Exactly.
I would pick up the cleaver, the meat cleaver. But I'm gonna let the guards handle it. Mom says I'm not allowed to. She said I have to run if something happens.
It is better to run and live to fight another day.
Yeah, that's what Lady Skaha says too. She says she fights so we can live.
My mother's like that too.
Where is your mom?
I don't know.
Well, I hope you find her.
Me too. I would like to talk to her.
So there's the voice of you hear someone calling Loretta's name. Okay, I gotta go. I have to go I was supposed to be washing the dishes the entire time, so sorry. I'm gonna go do that, but you can say bye before you go.
I will.
And don't forget to get dinner. Everybody gets fed.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.
And Onyx sort of like takes like a long breath after Loretta like scurries away. And I think just sort of keeps moving. She has to keep moving because if her friends find her, then she's gonna have to admit that she was avoiding them, and she's not ready for that yet.
Do you continue to procrastinate seeing Petite?
Oh no. That literally, like, after she finishes, I think, like, she asks where Petite is, and maybe, like, hears that Petite is taking Janet to Skaha, and is just like, oh no, I don't want to run into Janet right now. I don't. This is the perfect time. This is the time. We're gonna do this right now. Even though it's not the perfect time, it's super
never
not.
be the perfect time.
It will never be the perfect
ever.
time. Yeah. But that's when Onyx goes trying to sniff out Petite.
As you're asking around, basically, like, hey, where is Petite? You're told that she's actually getting Janet, and she'd be on her way back. And essentially, if you wait, you'll see her walking through the main halls at some point.
And Onyx,
but they'll tell you she's basically bunking in the guard barracks. If you wanted to wait over there for her.
I think she would go to the guard barracks. Another attempt to not be in the halls when Janet passes by whenever she leaves.
What is that smell of, like, smoke and sulfur? What?
Also to, like, see if she can see the guards who guarded the bridge that night, or the doors that night, and see if she can say hello.
Yeah, I would say that they're all... What time did I grab you, Janet, again? Do you remember what time of night?
It was like late evening, but not like super late. Oh, wait, actually...
I think it was after dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just after dinner.
We were starting to hunker down, and then Petite was just like...
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, so if you're gonna go by the guard barracks, Onyx, you hear people talking, just shooting the shit. Couple guys and gals and non-binary pals are just doing some, like, practice sparring. There's people, like, playing dice. Some people are trying to sleep, but most of them aren't. It's not that late. But relaxing in their downtime if they're not on the clock, basically.
Yeah, I think Onyx just goes and says hello and sort of sits down to watch, like, the practice spars until she sees Petite coming out.
You are drawn into like, you don't have to actually contribute money if you don't want to, but, like, a betting pool between the two that are currently wrestling each other. One is it's a very stocky individual, short, stocky, and the other one is it's like strength versus quickness and dexterity.
Onyx bets on quickness and dexterity.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll a die for this. So evens quickness and dexterity, and one evens
odds
big, would be stocky.
Big strunk.
You lose your bets.
Onyx is like, oh, and, like, she pulls out, like, some emergency, like, garnets and sapphires that she had stolen from the Fae realm.
The fuck?
And tosses them into the pool.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Where did...
From the jewelry that
that's
jewelry
right,
box
from
that
the
she was
Fae realm.
offered. Yeah.
One of the guards that was on duty just, like, claps you on the shoulder. Hey, they have more experience anyway, so it makes sense.
Mm. Well, I I like people who are quick on their feet and strong. So I was hoping that they would overcome, but hey.
They're a rookie, but they've got promise.
Hmm.
As the next pair are going to like start their joust, you do see out of the corner of your eye a flash of golden hair as Petite turns the corner, and she just kind of like stops and like stares at you. How you're just like kind of in between her and she will have to pass you to get inside the barracks, which I'm
Hmm.
assuming you just kind of planned for.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
She stops, but this time she does not turn around, and she's like, the gears are turning in her head, like, what the hell do I do at this point?
And Onyx stands up, and while Petite is thinking, Onyx approaches.
Petite will look up at you. What?
I would like to talk to you, if you have a moment.
Let me just get something from my bunk.
Okay.
Is Caulfield with you, by the way, Onyx? Out of character.
Not yet.
Did you tell him, hey, be available?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, not Janet, Petite. Petite goes inside, and she's like, it's like a minute or two before she comes out with just a cloak against the chill wrapped around her shoulders, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, where do you want to talk?
Wherever would make you feel safe.
She inclines her head over like a tree that's like 100 paces away, but still within very clear eyesight of both Lady Skaha's castle and the barracks.
Hmm. And Onyx nods and sort of starts walking that way and stops after a couple paces.
She would wait a second before you to walk first, because you immediately clock that she doesn't want to have her back to you.
Mm-hmm. Well, Onyx stops after a couple paces and looks at her, and she's just like, I was going to invite Caulfield to this conversation, but I feel that maybe it is not appropriate.
He doesn't like me, and I don't like him.
You were trying to murder me over many years.
Well, you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm. It was still not right of him to do so, though. And Onyx starts to walk again.
Yeah. Once you start walking, she'll follow. You hear her footsteps. I feel like you have long strides. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she's got to just intentionally lengthen her stride, walk a little faster so she's not completely way behind you.
It's Onyx's tiniest little pettiness.
Yeah. And I think she'll just when you both reach the tree, she'll actually lean against the tree. So she's facing you and her back's against the trunk. Okay.
What do you know? Do you know nothing about the dragon and human conflicts?
I was told exactly what you said when you were last here. And then you fucked off to God's nowhere, and I know nothing. You just dropped some mysterious, I was a trade, and that's why I had to suffer? And then you leave? Like, I know nothing. Except 18 years of frustration and trappedness with someone who does not realize that they are a jailer.
Mm-hmm.
Despite being told, I want to go. Point blank.
I asked Mother if we could go.
And how
And
old
I
are you
told
in
sh-
dragon years? How old are you in human years?
In your years, I am a little over a century.
So you're a little, you're my age? Human equivalent?
Yes. A little older than you.
You need permission, you need to always need permission from your mom to go do something?
She is the queen.
So? And you're her daughter? Doesn't that make you a princess?
It's not that easy.
Maybe you just don't have a spine.
I don't know. Maybe if an Onyx bites her tongue because she was about to say something very mean and just sort of crosses her arms and is just like, well, if you have any questions, I talked to Caulfield to try and get more answers. So I'm here to answer any questions you might have.
Start from scratch.
Okay.
I know nothing. Why was I in that tower? Why couldn't I leave? Why was I never told? Because I've just been living in a fog my entire life.
I don't know why my mother never told you. I thought that she had, so I thought that you knew. And you looked so sad and miserable all the time. And now I know why, but I thought it was because you knew that the humans had traded you as a hostage to keep from causing hostilities.
That's it.
Apparently, what Caulfield told me is my mother had some knowledge of something humanity had done and wanted insurance that they wouldn't do anything again. And so they gave you up.
Was there ever any plan to return me? Or was I just gonna be there until I naturally died of old age? I know it's just only a fraction of your lifespan, but it's all of mine.
When you turned 20, even if Mother did not give permission, I wanted to go take you to see the world.
Can you just roll me a persuasion check? I know you're telling the truth, but like...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like a sincerity check.
Yeah!
That is a 2. That is a natural 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you are sincere, but she's not taking it that way.
Yeah.
So you're saying you liked me as a person the entire time I grew up together?
I saw you as my sister.
And yet, when your sister tells you, crying at your feet, that she wants to not be here, that she wants to go, that she hates you and your mom and Caulfield, you never took it. Did you ever take it seriously? Did you ever realize that my hatred was actually tangible and real?
Mother said that you were throwing tantrums.
Constant tantrums. It wasn't just every once in a while because I couldn't have cake that evening. These were like every other day for a long time until I resigned myself that you did not care. You or your mother did not care.
I'm sorry. I didn't understand.
Sorry does not change what has happened.
I know it doesn't. I don't expect it to.
I'm just frustrated by the years of naivety.
Okay.
Petite shifts her feet, the weight from foot to foot. And then she, under her cloak, you can see her hands moving. And she's, like, you can tell she doesn't have a spear or anything. But she grabs, like, something within her, like, her shirt. And she just, like, pulls it out. And she's, like, fingering a paper, like a piece of paper that's folded. And you can tell that it looks like it's a page from a book.
Is that from our story?
It is. And before I found out from Anansi what your plans were doing to try and collect pages, before I decided that I'm going to stay here with Skaha, I was going to try and get our pages back together and go back.
Why? You hated it there.
She hands you the folded piece of paper.
And Onyx looks at it.
As you unfold it, it is one, you open it up, and like on the back page, like it says the end, so it's like the last page of the book. But when you flip it over, it is the ending of your story. And the story ends with Petite stabbing you and killing you in your sleep and going off with the prince. Because the book was a happy ending for me.
Onyx stares at the page and there is a shaking in her hands. And she swallows hard and she sort of chuckles. And she's just like, I don't know if this would have made you happy.
I agree.
No, I think you would have hated being a coward and killing me in my sleep.
Even though I didn't succeed, it was quite satisfying taking you head on with the power and the ability to do so without being swatted away.
Yeah. You looked a lot happier doing that.
It's harder
And
work.
Onyx.
It's harder work. It's not glamorous, but it doesn't need to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm respected here. And I'm listened to.
I'm glad. I don't ever want you to go back. And she folds up the page and sort of hands it back to her.
She hesitantly takes it and then like pushes it back into your hands. Burn it.
And Onyx sort of puts it in her hand, and then I think she puts it up to her lips, kisses it, and it just sort of like crumbles into ash and fire.
May that ending never come to pass for either of us.
Yes, I hope you're happy you're here.
I still don't like you, but I hope now that I know a little bit more, I hope we can grow to respect each other.
Onyx opens her mouth and then closes it and opens her mouth again. And she's like, families hate each other all the time. And I still love you. If you ever find it in your heart to need me for anything, I will always come.
I'll think about it.
I'll let you rest.
Thanks.
And Onyx turns her back and starts to walk back to the camp.
Yeah. She stays there for a couple more moments before heading back to the barracks, maybe even passing like Janet as she goes back to the encampment.
Oh, hey.
She just does a little head nod before continuing back to go to sleep.
Like a paces ahead, Janet, you do see the flamey red hair, flaming, red skin just sort of like heading off deeper into the camp.
Yeah.
I'll try to catch up. Hey, you alright?
Onyx looks at Janet, and there are, her eyes are red, and she sort of like grits her teeth, and she's just like, I'll be okay.
Oh, darling. We're here for you. You know that, right?
Yes, but I'd like to be alone for now.
Okay, of course. When you're up for it, we've got some updates planned for what to do next, but I think we all needed a good night's rest first, so we'll deal with it in the morning.
No, yes, I've gotten plenty of rest already.
Well, we haven't, so I'm gonna
Please
lie
rest.
down.
And Onyx gives Janet a wave and sort of lets out like a long breath, like, okay, good, I managed to do a normal greeting.
Janet turns away, but can't help just like the quickest look up and down, just looking at Onyx's scales. Arms.
Oh, that's right.
And they, even in the dark, they sparkle with magic, deep black.
All right, good night.
Thanks, okay, bye. Gonna go hang out with my fat girlfriend. Bye.
All right. By the way, Onyx, since you've been here for like 2 days, you can get like essentially 2 sets of rest.
Oh, I already did that.
Okay.
I'm topped up, baby.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The night passes. What are we all doing?
sleep.
Onyx is looking for Mishi in the morning.
Misha's probably back at the shore.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like the closest place where she like is still with the group, but can also kind of be in her own element.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So she probably like, I don't know if there's docks or whatever, but if there's a dock, she probably slept under the dock.
There's no docks.
Oh well,
Just the shore.
Then she was just hanging out on the shore.
Yeah, I think Onyx follows her nose and just sort of sits near Mishi if Mishi is not awake and sort of like just washes out the dawn because she knows that she's an early riser.
Yeah, I think she's awake and she has like she's surrounded in just a bunch of things that she has very obviously like taken off of the ocean floor, like seashells and little mostly shells. Some of it is dead fish. Just like little things, and she says there are so many more things in the water here.
Mm-hmm. I never got to see the ocean at home.
Have you seen the bottom?
No.
It's even better.
Onyx sort of like takes a look out and she's just like, I wonder if I could see the bottom.
I
can't.
I can help with this.
Oh?
Yes. Stay still. And I'm gonna use Blessing of the Gods to use a target you can touch can breathe underwater for 10 minutes.
Ooh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I think like Onyx gets gills. And she's like trying to like, she doesn't directly touch Onyx. There's like a kind of like a little bit of a glow of magic and is like trying to, the expression is just like, don't freak out. Don't freak out. This is fine. We're fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you should be able to follow me now.
Okay.
You may still swim slowly, but you will not drown.
And Onyx realizes that like, oh yeah, I've never swum in anything but like a lake. And as a dragon, it was as a dragon, so she just tries to copy whatever Mishi does to like head under.
Yeah, Mishi does like a full like backwards dive and is just like phew, gone.
Onyx tries to do the same.
It's probably not.
It's awkward. It's like a bad splash. Like she like backflops onto the water, trying to do the backflip, and just like, okay, that didn't work.
Like 20 feet, like 20 feet away, Mishi's head like surfaces a little bit, and you can tell that she's like hiding a laugh a little bit.
Beautiful.
I think Onyx fully laughs. I think Onyx like fully laughs before like turning over and trying to follow Mishi as best as she can.
Yeah, she like goes below the surface and is like coaxing Onyx to come out deeper and show that like she can breathe now, and is like pointing to all the like cool stuff. I don't know. She's very excited. She's like, look at the cool fish. Look at the crabs.
Yeah, Onyx looks excited, mystified, and is very pleased with like the magic that Mishi can do. It's so different from her own magic.
Yeah, all the fishes, Scarper, they know a predator. They're gone.
Two predators.
Two predators. One of them's more graceful than the other, though, in the water.
Oh yeah, I'm just scaring away all the fish by like.
And yeah, I think Mishi's scales like glow a little bit under the water too, and it kind of helps her see stuff and point some stuff out.
Yeah, Onyx is very excited until the 10 minutes are up and he's deep.
Yep.
And then just slowly like feels, oh no, And I think there's like a little moment of panic before she starts like flailing up towards the surface.
Yeah, Mishi's confused at first and then realizes what's going on and helps Onyx to the surface.
When they get up, she's like, ah, oh, oh.
I was not keeping track of time.
It
My
was
mistake.
really fun down there.
The lake is much less interesting. There are only a handful of types of fish, but here there's so many.
A full feast of them.
Yes. We learned that you have been here longer without us. 2 days have passed for you?
Yes.
Why did you stay behind?
I wanted to have a discussion with Petite, the human.
Did she try to kill you again?
No. No, we're past that.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. If anything, we just harmed each other verbally.
That seems less efficient.
Less efficient if what you're trying to do is kill each other.
How did you move past that sort of thing? It seems strange.
And I think Onyx at this point sort of like moves to sort of like almost float on her back and like look at the sun rising sky, and it's just like I haven't forgiven her for trying to kill me. So I haven't moved past it in that sort of sense. But also I know that I don't want to be angry forever. I saw what being angry did to her for years. I don't want to be like that. It's painful. Poisonous.
Seems complicated. And being alone is much simpler.
Yes, it is. But I never got to truly be alone. My mother left me alone often, but Caulfield was almost always there.
The large horse-sized bird.
Yes. It was not a thunderer.
No, he is too soft for a thunderer.
Yes.
Do you wish you had time to be alone, or were you thankful that you always had Caulfield?
I don't know. I wish I hadn't been alone and stuck in one place. Or I wish I hadn't been always constantly with someone and stuck in one place. That's what I meant. You chose to guard your island.
I did not.
Oh,
I was created for this.
and Onyx sort of like kips back up and looks at Mishi.
She doesn't seem like bitter when she says that at all. Just very factual.
Yeah. Well, once you started protecting your island, you chose to stay there, right? You could have left.
Unclear. I've never tried.
Oh.
I was created to protect it, so leaving wouldn't make much sense. But I suppose now I'm not there and I still live. Though I would like to return.
Yeah.
Reed is there. You have not been updated. Reed is on my island. I'm very upset about it.
That is upsetting. Do we know why he might have gone to your island?
To upset me personally, I can only assume.
So,
also, there's a reason I am tasked to protect it. There's magic there. He may be stealing it.
As soon as everyone's ready, we should probably go then.
Yes. They wanted the night to rest and find you again.
Oh, I'm sorry I split up from you then.
It's alright. We needed to return pages to Anansi anyway.
Alright, well, whatever happens, we'll make sure to kick him off your island.
Yes. I am likely going to try to kill him.
As long as we can get some answers to whatever the hell he's doing. When a human transgresses, they should learn what happens.
Yes, this cannot be allowed.
Is this the first time a human's tried to breach your island?
No, this happens often. They rarely succeed.
Rarely?
There have been times that humans will get to the shores. This is often when our battles will ensue. When I was taken from my story, there were 2 humans on my island attacking me. This is how I lost my fin.
You know, Mishi, I don't really have a story to return to now. Petite will stay here. The ending of my story, well, it was a happy ending for her. Maybe, I don't know, if you'd like some company sometimes on the island, I can help you protect it at times.
Having 2 dragons to protect the island, this would be extra efficient.
Yes. And maybe sometimes you can go and explore as you please.
I suppose as long as someone is there guarding it. I would like to try this.
Perfect. But first we have to get everything back together.
Yes. And kill Reed.
And kill Reed.
We should see if the others are awake.
Oh, for sure. And Onyx starts to tread water back.
Mishi swims very fast, but then she waits on the beach for you.
I appreciate it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just Onyx dries her clothes with magic when she gets to the shore.
Bonnie, Janet, and Camilla, the day is starting.
I think we were snuggling last night a little bit.
Gay.
Can we have Mishi and Onyx be like, "Are you awake yet?"
Ah!
Yes, please.
I actually was going to ask if Jen's down for that. I was hoping for it's one of those nice moments of okay, I have to know this because just for personal information. Who is the big spoon?
I was just about to ask
about that.
I don't know. I think it could go either way.
So do I, but I'm inclined to think because of the vulnerability that Camilla wanted Janet to hold her.
Oh,
I think Camilla's technically taller than Janet, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I
think
want you to be
Jetpack.
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 Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. My big strong beefy arms make up for make up for
height.
what I lack in height.
But
5'7" full of whoop ass.
What a woman.
What a woman.
What a woman.
There's those things you look for in a potential partner, and then sometimes like when you try and describe it, it just gets down to what a woman. That's what I want.
Women, am I right?
Women, yes. I like it when women.
Sword and Key presents women.
But I kind of imagine it's one of those moments where like Camilla has not made it aware to Janet that she's awake. She's just kind of enjoying if Janet's awake before her at all, just being held by her for a little bit, because she's never had this.
Yeah. I think maybe Janet snores a little bit, and it's up to you how annoying Camilla finds that. Just like a little bit.
I think she's not used to it, especially since she has very good hearing.
Yeah.
So it's like particularly strong. But I think there's definitely one of those moments where she like turns over and she like just it's very like lesbian romance movie of just like, because of how long her nails are, she has to be like very careful with touching Janet's face, but she like very softly like traces her nail down Janet's cheek to like just try and wake her up. Janet.
Let us know when we can come in and be obnoxious.
You can come in and be obnoxious whenever you want.
That's the point.
Camilla, Janet is not in her tent. Oh,
what?
I have found her.
Yeah. I was actually kind of I was going to be like, morning. Thank you for last, and right about that moment.
Yeah.
So Onyx just sort of just get up with the
peers
start.
over Misha's shoulder, and she's just like, "Oh,
God Almighty! I know
Janet, you're in the wrong tent.
This is my fucking tent. We
Oh.
set up one tent.
I misunderstood.
Good Lord,
Camilla, you're in the wrong tent.
I know it's a cloth door, but there's such a thing as fucking knocking.
Why would I knock on cloth?
Just like stamp your foot on the ground outside at least.
Mishi stamps her foot.
Ugh.
Just like those rabbits that do like the
the warning sound.
I tried to stop this.
Did you?
A little bit.
The sun has been up for hours. It is time to go. Reed is on my island.
Also, I feel like Mishi still might be wet, so like she comes in and like gets seawater all over y'all.
Oh,
when she talks about Reed, she like does the shakies and water goes everywhere.
So we're both
Salt water. It's not even fresh water.
All right.
I can dry you guys off.
I'm good, but thanks.
Also fine. I think it's because I just remembered, because Mare, as part of the Fey Queen thing, you gave me hedge magic.
I did.
So I think yes. So I imagine it's a tiny thing that she does. She like moves her hand down, and when she does that, it blows a small gust in Janet's direction. Because she wasn't aware of that being a thing she could do.
I forgot I gave you hedge magic. Thanks for remembering.
Thank you for that. I imagine it's one of those like whenever cartoons do like a blow dry a cat or a dog very quickly and they just like puff back. It's that kind of intensity all of a sudden. It doesn't have a big effect, but it's just like a sudden.
It's like that one scene in Bluey where Bingo stands under the hand dryer. Just goes, hee hee hee.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
No, it's fine. It's convenient. It's neat trick.
I will also say, for Mishi and Onyx's benefit, there's a little bit less stiffness to the way that Camilla talks right now. Like it's slightly different from how she is, like the The tone seems a little bit less severe and stressed than she's normally been.
Nice.
Well, shall we be about it?
Well, Yep, I guess. We've got the whole brigade ready to go.
It's nice to have you back, Onyx.
It's nice to see you all again.
Did you find what you were looking for while you were here?
No. But I found other things.
I mean, she's visibly confused. But Petite is not trying to kill you. Is that not what you were looking for?
No, because again, it's, like you said earlier, it's very complicated.
We can discuss the complexities on the way to my island.
Exactly. We can, we really don't have to talk about it right now.
Do y'all give the TLDR to Onyx?
Probably kind of have to.
Yeah, so like we went through the library and we did some snooping around, and as best as we can tell, Reed took a story from Mishi's section of the library, took it with him into another book, and then went into that story from there. So, and then I pull out the titter baja, and and I go, so we'll have to jump in here, find where he stashed the orb, and then jump into that one and find him, and then we can get to Mishi's island from there.
Okay, and we're gonna have someone take care of this book while we jump in.
Leave it with Anansi, probably.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Let's go find this fecker.
As y'all are getting up to basically prep, maybe like get breakfast and shit, your dogs are very happy to see you.
Oh, hey, my
And
little
Mishi.
babies.
They also love Mishi.
I think Mishi like sees how Janet does the big full body scrub and then also does it.
That is adorable.
Hey, careful of your claws. They've got thin fur.
They seem to enjoy when I use them to scratch.
It's very fair. Hey, my little baby. Just like pure baby talk for like 10 straight minutes.
Beautiful. At some point while y'all are prepping, looking for Anansi, I feel like Anansi also sleeps in, so you need to find him.
Cool.
Well, we know Mishi will just go into tents.
Yes,
so I think
correct.
she just starts doing that.
Oi! No!
There's like from each arm, it's Camilla and Janet.
You are at least one boot is thrown at you when you do that.
Let me go find Mada. He'll know where Anansi
Make a
is.
defense roll.
Defend
Speed
against
defense
boot.
roll, please.
Jesus.
Challenge
It's not gonna
2.
be hard.
Challenge 2.
You underestimate our ability to roll poorly.
That's
Yeah.
a 6.
You
Do I
just
have to
make
make
it. You literally just make it.
See,
it like
just
clips
got
her
it.
antler. She's like,
Yes.
Listen, I know. I already
No,
rolled a
it like
2 on a
lands on
really
your
important
antlers.
roll, so-
It's like hanging.
Like a ring toss.
And then the disgruntled person like comes back out, like wrapped in a blanket, like grabs the boot and goes back in.
that was not Anansi. Next tent.
Let me ask Mada where Anansi is so we don't wake up the entire encampment, okay?
Lachlan is still like half asleep, awake but half asleep.
Dad, do you know where Anansi stays?
My darling daughter.
Good morning. Do you
Good
know
morning.
where Anansi stays?
Anansi stays. It is you can't miss it. He has decorated his tent with stories.
Oh,
Like embroidered, painted.
that's
So we'll
adorable.
know when we go into the tent.
We're going to knock first.
Are you
On the cloth?
you haven't
Oh,
been
the
here a day and you're leaving again?
We have to move
There's
fast.
someone on my island.
There's someone on Mishi's island.
I'm assuming this
His
is
name
important.
is Reed, and I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, that. Listen, Dad, if we don't leave now, Mishi's gonna make it everyone's problem.
Yeah, Yeah, okay. Yeah. Off that direction, brightly colored, painted, embroidered. He's really made it his.
And Mishi's gone. Okay.
And she's gone.
I
Thanks, Da.
think Onyx, while you guys are looking for Anansi, is trying to like rush to the palace kitchens to at least get us some food before
Oh,
to
yeah.
eat breakfast, and also say goodbye to Loretta, as promised.
Do you want to?
Meanwhile,
Yeah, go ahead.
carrying like an egg sandwich that she's made, she's gotten like whatever passes for a plate, and she's gotten a second sandwich, and she's using hedge. I've discovered this. Hedge magic says I can't create food, but I can prepare it. So
You
she's
can,
just putting
correct.
like salt and pepper on it, passing it over to Janet
My
while we're
God.
walking.
I cast Hamburger Helper.
Oh no!
Oh, that's funny. Anansi or Loretta first?
It's been a lot of focus on me. Go to Anansi.
Okay. So yeah, as your dad said, as Lachlan said, Anansi's tent is. Oh, my camera is being a bitch. Hello.
Or Nar.
Wondering when you'd know.
Cleo. Sorry, that's the only thing that you know. Is no
Yeah.
one getting it?
No, I
Okay, you got
said or Nar. I know what that means.
Okay, perfect. Anyway, Anansi. Yes, you go off in that direction, and it's the brain. The blah, blah, blah. That just completely knocked me off.
Hey, gang, it's us from Sword and
Anansi,
Key. This
stories.
is a PSA that even DMs get brain fog.
It's a neurodivergence, folks.
Yeah, let's put you back on track. Okay, so Anansi.
Anansi has
Stories.
decorated his tent. It's like a bright blue, and it's colored like with a lot of like pictures and of like mostly his shenanigans. Him causing
like-
chaos.
Mishi like speed walks to it quickly, like does a double stamp outside, and then swings open the tent flap.
Anansi is, you see a form of under blankets, and you see like one head, like a head popping out. What time is it?
I don't know. I don't have a watch.
You don't even know what a watch is.
What is a watch? I don't know. I don't keep time. I said that too quickly.
Is that you, little demon cat child thing?
I'm not a demon.
Cats, all
This
cats.
is a common misconception. I'm not a demon.
All cats have a little bit of. What do you want?
Reed is on my island. I need to get there.
Okay, and what do you need from me?
Bring me there. I actually she, like turns around to the others.
Janet
What do we need from him?
strolls in like 90 seconds later
With an egg sandwich.
with an egg sandwich in one hand and the book and the game book under her other arm. Look, we just need you. I'm not gonna attempt to pretend to talk with my mouth full with a Scottish accent.
But-
That's too much.
But you are doing it.
We
Pretend.
won't ask this of you.
The hat on a hat. I go, look, we just need you. We have to jump into this story and then jump into another story that's hidden inside it to go find this guy. And
So you want me to do my job?
yes, please, if you wouldn't mind.
On one condition.
Okay.
I want one of those sandwiches.
Just give you the other half.
All right, book. Or you need to go in it first.
Yes.
All right, you come back here when you're ready to pop in, and I'll
Okay.
hold on to it.
Also, and we all decided that we were gonna keep our story pages with us and give the rest to Anansi.
I think so.
Okay, so I just give him the stuff that's not like we found more. We're gonna hold on to ours, and I also have we shown Anansi the fucked up like Frankenstein story
I believe
pages?
We did.
We did?
had
Okay.
previously.
He
I
said
couldn't
he could
remember.
undo it.
Amazing.
Should we keep Reed's pages with us of his story, or also give them to Anansi?
I think maybe we hold on to them. I don't know if he'll want them. It's because it seems like he's pretty dead set on abandoning them, but you never know if they might come in handy for leverage.
If you come across a way to rebind his book, perhaps you could put him back into it. I say you and not me because I will be on my island that we are about to go to, killing him.
Yeah, walk me through that. Once we get back to your island, are you just going to stay there? Are we leaving you there? It's not your... I don't really know how it works. I guess it would be the same island, but it's not your story. So would you be just out of time?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Do I need... Will there... If we are in a story... If we go into a story of mine that has already happened, will there be another me there? Preventing us from getting onto the island?
Oh god, 2 Mishies. No offense.
I could kill her.
But then would you not fade out of existence if it's a story from your past? Or are these stories existing in their own bubbles, unaffected by the other, just in like a quantum times?
A Nazi throws a pillow at you. Stop overthinking it. And if I'm trying to sleep. Go have an existential crisis somewhere else.
Okay.
Until you get back and are ready to go.
Good lord.
I am ready.
Where's your tall dragon friend?
I'll go get
We lost Onyx.
Onyx is like jogging up because she knew where Anansi's tent was.
Now what does that mean? Hey, Soul, what does that mean?
Hey, what?
That she let you guys fumble around so she could get breakfast.
Fair enough.
Fun fact, I was this close to having Anansi having a fuck buddy in the tent.
Listen.
When you said one head pops up, I was like, as opposed to 2?
I was considering it. I was
Listen,
so considering it.
The people that we know that are canonically in this encampment are thus: my father, Robin Hood, the 3 Little Pigs, and Shrek and Donkey. So
one.
Wait, you forgot one. Death.
And death.
That would have been the best option.
That would have been the best.
I was thinking of death.
I feel like it would only be appropriate, though, if death was significantly shorter than Anansi.
Yeah.
But also, Anansi becomes Janet's stepdad? Question mark.
Anansi wouldn't
Your dad
marry.
can get it, though.
Hey, my dad, and this isn't weird to say at all, my dad could get it.
Hey, people like bears. Am I wrong?
I hate this.
Onyx brings
I'm just
Mishi a
thinking of
big
Brave.
fish.
Thank you.
Onyx loves. Actually, you are saying goodbye to Loretta, so.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, why are you already skipping over to that?
Because I forgot.
I
Got
didn't
distracted.
forget. I didn't forget.
Yeah, thank you for not forgetting. I was distracted by everybody being goofs.
Yeah, so you do see you get to the kitchen, and as soon as you walk in looking for like food, the head chef does, like, you ask, I'm assuming, gets she saes hi to you again, gets you food, puts a little basket, like a bag together, and then when she's getting that together, Loretta comes up to you. She's drying off her hands because of course the dishes never end. Let's be realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, you're back.
Yes, we are leaving to go find out more about the person we think has been messing with the stories.
Oh, you're going? Okay.
We'll be back.
I do have something for you, though. Would you like an experience point?
Yeah.
All right. Who would you like a second experience point to go to?
Amaya. Because we're buddies.
Beautiful. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she's like looking around. She puts her hands in her apron, and she pulls out a very large handkerchief. Like, I'm talking about the size of like 2 feet by 2 feet. It's very folded, and 1/4 one corner is coated in this like metallic silvery substance, and she holds it up to you.
Oh, what is this? And like she takes it when offered.
It is a handkerchief. It is a Cypher out of character.
Okay.
You can
Perfect.
feel it just radiating magic.
Onyx smiles and folds it back up and puts it like I think she didn't steal a sack, but she like asked for like a little sack and like some rope to put around her waist.
It's a pretty cool one. It's a pretty cool Cypher.
Oh yeah.
It's like pretty OP.
Yeah, cool.
I was looking through the supplement book just for out of curiosity.
Secret.
It's pretty great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Onyx sort of grins and is like, "Thank you, Loretta.
Come back safe, okay?
I will endeavor to do my best."
Also, can I ask you, can you fly?
I can't right now, but I had wings that were bigger than this room when I spread them.
If you can fly next time I see you, can I go flying?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You're a good friend.
You're a good friend too, Loretta.
Be safe.
No. Yes, you too.
She wants to. She'll give you a hug.
Onyx is a little bit confused for a moment, because this is not like this sort of excitement, this sort of affection, outside of like what's been shown in the past few days. It's just like it's new, and Onyx hugs Loretta and even like picks her up and does like a little swing before like setting her back down, and it's just like, all right. Be good for your mother.
I will.
And Onyx, starts rushing back out because she doesn't want to prolong leaving.
Prolong me. She's getting back to her island.
Exactly.
Right. I think that's a great place to go to break. We will be back in 5 to 10 minutes ish. Hydrate, pet your pets. We'll be back soon. Bye. Hi everyone. We're back. I hope we're ready to get more fun stuff. And, reminder, we're raising money for PCRF, so do that little exclamation point donate. It's pinned. Do it, if you can and are able. Anyway, y'all are about to head off into this new book. Onyx has come back with a shit ton of food. Some of which includes, like, just warm out of the oven bread, so on and so forth. I'm assuming you're just being annoying outside of Anansi's tent until.
Put words in our mouths, why don't you?
That's why I said assume.
There's a roll in her mouth. She's like, "What's quantum mean?"
What?
What's quantum mean?
Quantum?
Yeah, you said the word quantum.
I don't know. I saw it in one of the pages. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to think about, it's weird because like it's really weird when you think about how we're suddenly existing in the world like outside of our stories. Like
I may have to fight my clone.
Yeah. Like if we go to this island, is there going to be 2 Mishies? Because are we going back in time, or are we going to like just a different pocket of reality that is still Mishi's world, but like exists in a literal bubble?
We have to go inside to figure it out.
I know, but like, why is everyone yelling at me when I'm trying to do theories?
I'm not trying to yell at you.
I will be yelling at you if you're not going to let me sleep.
Okay. Are we ready?
Onyx tries to give Janet a corn muffin.
Oh, yum.
Oh wait, they don't have corn.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's our thing.
Yeah, that's our
way.
thing.
That's our thing.
You invented corn.
Well, you guys didn't have corn at this point.
No, we did not.
How about a meat pie?
Yeah,
Little
a
haggis
tart,
ball.
like a little. Yeah, there you go.
God.
Haggis is delightful.
Janet, would you like an experience point?
I would love an experience point.
Cool. Who's the other one for?
I mean, it's gotta be for Camilla.
All right, let's go. All right. As you're rearing up to pop back into the book, have a non-see protected or anything, you hear your father calling you again.
1 second, gang.
Yeah.
Dad?
I just wanted to say goodbye to my darling and only daughter, my only child.
Yeah.
And as he's walking up, you're looking at him, right? And something goes really weird for a second. You're looking at him, and all of a sudden, he doesn't look like how he should. He looks much older with gray in his beard, wrinkled, more wrinkles. He's not young. Around his eyes, his hair is streaked gray, not even like salt and pepper. It is just... It looks like he has aged at least 30 years, but all of a sudden, as you're looking at him and he's coming up to give a hug, it's gone, and he looks like he has always been since you last saw him. And he wraps his arms around you and gives you a bear hug.
Oh, I absolutely returned the bear hug.
Be safe. Kick ass. Take no shit. Don't start it, but finish it.
No promises on the first one, but absolutely on the second.
Yes. Please be safe. Go find this Tam I have heard about.
Wait, who told you about
wait.
Tam?
Nazi gossips.
God damn it.
I want to meet this lad.
Yeah, I was actually about to blurt out. You should know I'm technically engaged.
The hug gets tighter. Are you happy? Does he make you happy?
Yes, he's great. I mean, he will make me happy if he's not dead when I find him.
All right. I will be hoping and praying for yours and his and all of your friends' safety.
Thanks, Da.
I love you.
I love you too.
He gives you a kiss on the head, in the forehead.
No. I give him just wrapping my arms around his waist and just squeezing really tight, just remembering, trying to get a physical imprint memory of what it feels like to be hugged by my dad.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, he unhooks a long dagger from his hips and he hands it to you. This is the type of dagger that you would use to break down a hunted animal. It's one of the long ones.
Oh wow. Oh Dad, this is your good one.
You need it more than I do.
Add it to the I think that's 3 knives that I have now.
You can never have too many knives.
You can never have too many knives. It's
I was-
funny because I don't use them because my fists are better.
But sometimes you
was
do need to
about
cut a
to
bitch.
I was about to say that I think Camilla is just standing just a little bit of ways but hears this because it's a good hearing, and she's like, she has my knife as well.
He looks at you. He looks at her. Never have too many knives.
People are just giving me things lately. I don't know how to handle it. I'm running out of pocket space.
Do you need a belt? Do you want my belt?
Dad, keep your belt. If we keep taking things from you, you're going to be running around here in your pants.
I was given a belt and a pouch.
Wouldn't be any different than my 40th celebration.
I'm not going to ask. I think there's a reason I went to bed early that night. And I don't want to know. Okay, bye, Dad.
What are parents except to say very embarrassing shit in front of you?
This was really touching and could have been our final farewell, and you made it weird.
Yeah, but I know you're capable and you're gonna come back.
Yeah, sure.
God. Yeah. Anansi, like when you go back to see Anansi, he's like sitting up in his bed. Like pillows and blankets around him. Where he got all these, you're unsure.
Mishi has not left. She's just been like standing in the entrance of his tent, like waiting.
Just awkward standing there. Do you want to sit down?
No, I must be ready.
Okay. I can't interest you in soft things.
What?
Comfort.
No.
We gotta get you like a little like heated bed and a sunbeam for you, so you understand the good life.
I feel as though I am the only one who understands that there is someone currently on my island.
Your island will be fine.
No, there's things there that people want to steal.
Who comes in through the door first?
We're just arguing.
Anansi turns to you two, right? Get this cat some catnip.
I am not a cat. There is someone on my island.
Onyx, sort of like, she tries to touch Mishi on the shoulder, but instead, like, puts, like, her claws out, and is just like, we'll get them. Let's go.
Yes.
Okay. Anansi's like, give me book.
Dude.
All right, you just need me to keep it safe. Nothing happens to it. All right. Where am I holding it open to?
This section right here, and I flip to the page with the mentor's library.
Oh, the bitch dog-eared the page.
Oh, is that frowned upon?
It depends. I know the chronicler doesn't like it. I think it's just a representation of a well-loved book, but chronicler doesn't like it.
Well, if the chronicler doesn't like something, they can show their face and tell us themselves.
All right. And he holds it open for you.
Onyx dives headfirst into the book.
All right.
Right behind.
Let's get do. We can do.
All right. Yes, y'all hop in. All right. I'm going to pull another Sooth card to see actually where you end up in the library.
Oh,
I think
no.
it's really fun.
Yeah.
Because I have done no specific planning here. We are entering into Invisible Sun territory.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah. Love this.
Game.
All right. So I have pulled the tyrannical clock. It has a cat on it. Oppression
cat?
time. What was that?
Did you say it has a cat on it?
Yeah, it's because it's I'm just gonna post it in our game chat. Notions
I was
cats.
just gonna say that's awesome, but
It has-
I'm also
it's
like, why
Notions
is a cat
cats-
on a clock?
I will explain Invisible Sun later. But there is a cat on it, right? Notions, cats, clocks, and winds. Meetings, oppression, time, countdown, schedule, and repetition. We live and die quite literally by time. It rules our actions, for we have no actions without it. We struggle to accomplish what we must by a certain time, or we face grim consequences. We eat, sleep, and even breathe, measured by the movements of the clock. It is our master. It is our enemy. The four of you hop into Secrets of Silent Streets, a purge book in the section of the Chronicler's Library under an author by the name of Monte Cook. If you've glanced throughout the book at any other point, you would basically see it's basically a resource about a city. And the place that was dog-eared was a location called Mentor's Square, which houses a library. And when you reorient yourself and your senses, you find yourself in a library, but it is way different than the chroniclers. The Chronicler's was bright and well organized, and it smelled of fresh leather and dusty books with crackling fireplaces and a helpful little reference system to help you find what you're looking for. This library makes the Chronicler's library look like a small home, like a one-bedroom shack. You cannot see any walls. You cannot see any ceilings. The shelves and bookcases are easily twice the height, if not more, than the ones in the Chronicler's. The light is dark. It smells damp and moldy. And you can hear water dripping down like a stream of some sort. Mishi, as you look around, you notice that there is fungi growing, mushrooms, some of it just having bioluminescence on them. Throughout the air, you can hear the sound of something flapping. Camilla, you would immediately clock it as bats, and you hear their echolocations echoing through the stacks and pages. And you don't see another living person in sight. But the ground is full of dirt. And it's just... It feels so empty, even though it's so full. You are somewhere else.
Mishi starts looking for orbs.
Looking for orbs to ponder.
Yes.
Onyx, you have some kind of magic tracking spell thing, right?
It's not so simple as that. We were in a place full of magic, and now this is, well, it feels magical in of itself, but not the type of thing that I've ever experienced.
It feels foreign. It feels alien. That you can tell that this place has magic, but it is so different from... It is so different than what all of you are used to.
Yes, this place is strange. Nothing like our worlds. But if he was here, and if time passes differently in places, slower, faster, who knows how long ago he was here. And Onyx is going to sort of like try and feel the magic and almost get afraid of it. Like, it's like, that's too weird. And it's just like, all right, let's try the old way. And she's like looking around for like, there's fungus and stuff, but is there like movement, like tracks and stuff like that?
Make me a tracking check.
Well, no.
I'll say it's either a tracking check or like a perception check of some sort, like investigation.
Well, I have my skill training that I took was hunting and tracking, so
That's perfect. That's fine.
that is a 13.
I didn't even tell you. I forgot. I didn't even choose a thing for it.
All right. Well,
no,
I
it's
only
fine.
got a task 4 difficulty.
Well, no, it would be 5 because you had a asset. You were trained.
Oh yes.
So you beat
task
challenge 5. So challenge
Yes.
5 is beaten. And I will say with a challenge 5, you are able to get tracks of some kind. They don't seem like the type of tracks that would be given off by a human from that at least is partially civilized. At least he has boots. He comes from some place that has industry and like cobblers. But you don't see any kind of those, but you do catch some tracks of some kind. It's hard to tell. Seems to be a couple different ones. Some are bare feet. Some seem to be some kind of quadruped. Some kind of hoofed quadruped. Leading off in the direction of where you can hear running water.
She figures that she could probably question the people with bare feet. So she points it out, and she's just like, looks like something humanoid went that way. And we can at least follow to see if they've seen anything can help us to track down this reed.
Right.
Onyx leads them on the path.
Misha was able to kind of follow where Reed had been in the Chronicler's library based on scent. Is that something she can do here?
You can try, but it's gonna be close to impossible because one, there's a lot of other scents. You don't know how long that he hasn't been here, and the it's I'm having a brain fart. The library's infinite. You don't know where you got dropped down.
Oh, it's possible we weren't dropped in the same place he was. She would try anyway.
Yeah.
She would always
No,
just
that's fair.
try.
I'm going to say this is like, you will have to spend effort or skills in order to do this. I'm going to say this is a level 7. This is like incredibly difficult.
Okay. So this for sure isn't gonna happen, but I'm gonna try anyway.
Are you spending effort or applying any skills? Because if you
Yeah.
don't, you cannot succeed.
This is intellect?
Yes.
Then yeah, I have 1 edge and I can apply 2 effort.
Okay. That would be spending 4 intellect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which brings it down to
Challenge 5. So 15 or higher on the die.
It's not impossible now.
not
but
impossible.
It's still pretty hard. It's
yeah.
like 25% chance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to use all my points yet. We're just gonna try.
Okay. Roll.
14.
Oh, no! Damn it!
So I'll give you this. We're going to fail forward a little bit. You cannot find an actual, like, trail, but you smell him. He was here. It's just faint enough that you can tell. He was here in this vicinity, but it has faded too much. It has been walked over too much to where there is not an actual trail. But he was
Can I
here.
tell how long ago?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
It's on the tail end of completely fading away. And it also doesn't seem like time works the same here.
Mare?
Yes.
So Onyx, essentially the trail Onyx is leading us down is, did you say it was a quadrupedal humanoid of some kind?
There were two sets of tracks.
Two sets of tracks, sorry. I interpreted that as quadrupedal. So 2 sets of bipedal tracks.
So there's 2 different sets of tracks. Bipedal, humanoid, and then a quadruped.
Oh, okay.
And
okay,
we're following the humanoid.
No, they're both leading in the same direction. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's why I was getting that confused.
Muddy, it's in the mud. The ground is gross.
Do I see anything like with sees beyond or sees the unseen? Is there anything that's partially out of phase, only partially in the universe, or invisible? I'm just saying relative to the tracks. Is there something just off or weird attached
You want
to
an
them?
experience point?
Yes, but I'm afraid with that face you were making.
It's just fun shit. Because I'm reminded of
Okay.
Invisible Sun stuff as soon as you said that.
Oh no.
Who's the other one for?
I'm gonna give it over to. I will not follow into stereotype, and I'm gonna give it to Soul, which
Okay.
is to say Onyx.
Hold on.
It's like I gave you my point.
No,
Worst girlfriend ever.
Okay.
Doesn't give me experience. I'm trying to even it out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you see things that are invisible or partially out of phase. You see a bunch of ghosts.
Fuck! God damn it!
There are ghosts here. They are
God.
chilling. Some are just floating up and like talking to each other. They're just very dapperly in a type of dress that you don't recognize. It's like very like 1920s esque, out of character. You see another person that is just a floating like pearl, like clamshell pearl for a head, talking, just like pulling out books, and this is like a ghost still, pulling out books, reading things and putting them back, and like the pearl inside the clamshell has like two sets of has two sets of eyes, like two pairs.
I think there's just sort of that, sort of like being aware, like with her sight opening and seeing so many different things. There's just kind of a widening of the eyes, just a little bit, at just being made aware of just how much is here, and how much being able to see more things isn't always a blessing.
Yeah. There be ghosts.
God damn it. I think there's just a look of like her just slowly turning to the rest of the group, and I can't help but imagine there's like a ghost just passing by, like Janet or like Mishi, or just floating above everybody.
One of the people in that one of the 1920s-esque like ghosts, they just like wave to each other goodbye, and they like start floating towards like your group. Like they don't care, they don't notice, they can't tell that you see them, but like pass through all four of you, and it's just cold. You get this sense of real cold for a second, and then it passes.
Just sort of like raising her claw to her face, and the long ass nails just trailing along her jaw, and she's just like, oh.
Camilla's having a time, TM.
You're right.
Reed was here. I could smell him.
That
Great.
and possibly several other people that have died.
Ah,
Are there dangerous things in this library?
Well, I don't entirely know whether they were dangerous, but they certainly are not in the living. Not amongst the living. You just sort of gestures past, like her hand follows like from behind to pointing at Mishi and Janet to pass them. It's like there are ghosts, several of them, a few of which just pass through the entire group.
oh. Ugh.
Ah, spirits. I see.
Yes.
If they aren't wraiths, I don't think that they'll be an issue.
You're right, but I'd like to only have one spirit in me at any given point in time. My own, if that wasn't clear. Oh, Jesus.
I went immediately to alcohol.
Oh, no, never. Oh, no. In terms of that, there's no limit to the amount of spirits that can go into me. But from a metaphysical standpoint, just me would be great, please and thank you.
Metaphysically, I'm in a position that I'd only like one.
Yeah.
For one
It is possible for humans to have multiple. From what I understand, it is not dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I like my space to move around. Don't like anyone else to cramp my style, you know.
ghost, just sort of like observing Janet's long dress and cloak and everything.
Yeah.
It was a two-spirit joke. She's singing.
No, I got
Yeah,
it.
I got it.
I caught it.
Damn it,
I
motherfucker!
tired, and I didn't get it. And now I do.
I caught you,
Not dangerous,
Amaya.
just a little queer.
I thought it was a very good joke, Amaya.
It was very
A
good.
queer sort of man, and gay, to be certain as well.
Okay, to be certain too.
The clamshell-headed ghost is just like casually flipping through the book and like watching your conversation, Camilla.
Sort of like narrows her eyes. Her eyes have the like bat slit kind of thing that happened to them as they narrow.
Can you speak with them? Perhaps they know where Reed went.
It waves at you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're kind of loud in the library.
Do you happen to know of a man by the name of Reed having passed by here?
It floats down to you, Camilla. Looks at everybody else. What did you say before, Mishi? Did you ask a question or just making a comment?
I had said to Camilla, maybe they know where Reed went, and then
Camilla asked it.
Yeah.
And it seems to stop and think and it's really hard to tell the facial expressions of a clamshell.
With two pairs of eyes?
With two pairs of eyes. No, not on top of it, on the pearl that's inside its like...
No.
Yeah.
No, on top of that,
Like on
not
top of that
physically.
thing.
I meant linguistically in the manner of speech. Listen. We're having a time here with metaphysics and with language, damn it. This is one of my favorite and least favorite things to discuss in philosophy. This shit is weird. Invisible sun stuff is weird.
It narrows its eyes for a second, it concentrates. And then all of a sudden, Janet, Mishi, and Onyx, you can see this creature, ghost.
Ah!
It is see-through, made of this like blue wispy material, and it looks weird. It's got a big giant clamshell for a head. Otherwise, it's human everywhere else, and it's like its legs kind of like eventually like fade away into obscurity. You're asking about there's a lot of people in this city, in this library, hell, in this section. I don't know a Reed.
He was living. That may narrow it down.
A lot of people are living.
I wasn't sure we have
Not
yet to see
everyone,
any.
though.
Well, yeah, obviously I'm a ghost. Duh.
He was.
You look very
old.
interesting.
You should see some of my my friends. They really went to the changeries and got some stuff done.
It's very charming.
Thank you.
Janet, can you show the drawing to the ghost?
I'll
Spirit.
pull out the drawing, even though it's very rudimentary, but I'll start describing what he looks like from what I was able to see in my scrying pendant. Old, salt and pepper hair.
I just got here today to check out some books.
Well, that's unhelpful.
Sorry.
Can you send someone who has been here for a while?
Not a lot of people come to this section. I only came to this section because I can kind of like fast pass myself here by going through the floors, the ceilings. How did you get here? There's like the wall, like the path to get here has been like blocked off for a while.
Interdimensional travel.
We hopped down from a higher plane of existence.
Oh, did you come from like gold or green or silver?
A lake.
Quiet Lake? That's a nice district.
We actually came from
My
red
lake
and
is quiet.
blue, and some of us came from yellow as well. They're kind of old games. You wouldn't understand. Sorry.
God damn it. Yeah, I was ported in from Sword and Shield personally.
Sapphire's the best. Gen 3's the best. Anyway, continuing on.
You fight me on Diamond and Pearl.
I will fight you and I will win.
Pokemon joking aside, I think just like maybe we should just continue following Onyx's trail. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, Vizsla. Weird fucking Vizsla. He just kind of turns around, disappears from everyone's sight except Camilla's, and just like walks or begins floating off.
Camilla can't say goodbye to any of these people. I just perpetually see this.
Yep.
Imagine having a green filter, a green and red filter over fucking ghosts you can't say no to in terms of looking at them. They're
sorry.
just there. God damn it, Mare. We continue on the path.
Yup. Onyx, you're showing you're continuing the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You continue leading everybody. Occasionally passing more ghosts, but no other living people. At some point you all hear a frog. Just do a little riveting. And you do make your way to a small creek. Just running between from like a couple bookshelves, like a stack of books, and there's like all these mushy, waterlogged books, and then it just kind of like makes its way through a set of bookshelves.
Dewey would scream if he was here.
Oh yeah, no, nobody tell Dewey what goes on in here. We send him into an existential crisis.
Mishi is looking for the frog.
Mishi.
You see a frog, like perched on a book, like a stack of books.
Is it like normal looking frog?
It is purple.
This usually
No,
means
no.
poisonous.
Okay. What? Sorry, zoned out. What did you say?
No, Amaya was saying that it usually means it's poisonous, and I was just that's why
Oh,
I was
okay,
doing this
okay.
gesture of no, don't touch it.
Okay.
If
Because
it's
I was
bright
like, this
and
was something
beautiful-
Mishi would know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
so
If
confused.
it's
Mishi
bright and
would know,
beautiful,
like,
fuck
My
oh.
god. My god.
Yeah, it's like
Pretty means evil.
it is a like glowing violet purple. Are you lost, Ribbit?
Oh.
We're looking for someone alive.
Read.
Old man.
Well, there are a lot of books here to read, Ribbit.
It's a man named Reed. See? I'm not the only one.
Ribbit.
I'm not. No, he's older gentleman, human.
Smells
Likely carrying
gross.
Books and
The
paper.
tanner.
May have been carrying an orb with him, like a glass orb.
Have you seen an orb? That is more important.
I might have seen something. Ribbit. Do you need a sip of water?
What have you seen?
Listen, this might be a library, Ribbit, where you take out information and books, but some information is not free, Ribbit.
Would you like some dragon scales?
I'm not a maker. What would I have use for dragon scales for?
These are special. If you consume them, they can change your appearance.
I don't think I can digest scales. Are they large? Ribbit.
No, they're like magic, so whoever ingests them, it'll work.
Did you make them?
My mother did.
Do they taste good?
Huh. I haven't tried them yet. And she takes out like She takes out like the handful of scales.
I have a horrific idea.
Oh no.
You're looking for food?
I'm tired of eating mushrooms. No flies.
I have some food in exchange for your information.
Kind of food.
Have
Frogbert
you
would like
ever
to know what
had-
kind of food you have.
Frogbert?
Excuse
me?
Frog ever.
God damn it.
Have you ever had beans? I'm gonna kill this frog, Murph! I'm gonna kill this frog!
Okay, what did I miss?
I'm
What
gonna
the
kill
fuck
this
just
frog!
happened? What
I am
happened?
actually gonna say
Amaya, this is the most manic I've ever seen you.
Where's Reed? Where's my own
Soul
goddammit?
says no. Soul's given the X card, so we're not doing that.
What happened?
Amaya wanted to convince the frog to eat the magic beans.
What?
It's gonna
Why
explode.
food?
That's why it's been X'd.
It's gonna explode.
But also, the frog's name is Frogbert.
Yeah.
I love this.
Maybe it's Rebels if you only eat one.
We're not feeding the
I
frog
love
the
that
beans.
Amaya is like weeping. It's amazing. She's like, I'm just like the scales will work, and then like she like, and she's like,
Sorry, I'm imagining tastes like Bitrex, which they put on the Wii cartridge,
Yep.
like
Oh
the
my
cartridges. And I've tasted that shit because I used to work at a company that used Bitrex. It's terrible. It does not leave your mouth.
I'm just imagining Mishi going, "Have you tried beans?" And just like pulling out the can.
Frog's like, no.
No.
Everyone just has to tell Mishi, we told you for the last
Onyx
time. You're
doesn't
not
know
gonna
anything
make...
about those beans. She thinks it's a good option.
No.
Onyx tastes it and she's like, "Oh, that actually tastes foul. That actually tastes very foul. I'm so sorry."
You don't want to, Mishi. We are not feeding the frog beans.
Wants food.
I don't like how beans affect my stomach, and neither does my partner.
Oh, delightful!
Oh,
Delightful! You have a partner.
Frog is
I
married.
literally have a basket full of food still.
Oh yeah, did
Oh,
we bring
yes.
that with us?
Yes,
I don't know
Onyx definitely did.
Okay.
Because she likes the rolls, and she's just like, "I will trade you half this basket of food."
Make me a persuasion check.
You got this.
How
difficult is it to convince this frog?
This frog is a little suspicious of the beans. So
The beans will not be in the basket.
So I will say it's a difficulty 4 because it was 3, but the beans are sus.
Perfect.
Eat them.
I forgot to say this before, but I have an inability with persuasion.
So do
God
I.
damn it.
What's
So
yours from?
wait, hold on. I rolled a 15, so it's fine.
We're fine.
Okay, it's fine. It's literally fine.
Okay. Can I see what you got?
Oh yeah, and like
I get to
think
choose what
there's,
I want though.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like loaves and sweet loaves and like cured ham and like I think like a honey spread and stuff like that.
It takes its tongue lashes out and goes for like one of those like a chunk of ham and just like eats it in one gulp even though it's bigger than it. It's very disconcerting. Tasty.
I don't think the beans would have killed this man in above table.
All right, I'll take the rest of the ham, one of the rolls.
Okay.
And
right.
This frog is carnivorous.
Yeah.
Frogs eat bugs.
It just ate
that not-
an entire ham in front of you.
And I think the honey. I'm gonna take the honey too. If you can just drop it off over at that book over there, and its tongue like goes out in a direction and like basically is pointing at like a book that's on a table, that'd be great.
Okay. I'll go drop this off. Please tell my friends the information that you have.
Cool.
And
Yes. So I saw this weird little non come by at some point. Really had a weird
Sorry, a what? What was the word you used?
a non.
A non?
N-O-N. It means someone
that-
without magic.
Oh. There's a word for it now.
Yeah.
Great.
Like you're a non, but everyone else is not. It's literally, you got your Vizsla, and then you have nons, and then like everything else in between.
It's like he's trying to speak to me. I know it.
Where did this non go?
Well, he went off in that direction, and then he spits his tongue out again, and it's basically right between the it's between the, it's like following the river. Basically, he walked down the river and went that way for a while.
Then what?
I didn't follow him.
Did he have an orb?
Not that I saw. He had a book. It was weird. It looked like
Did
he
it
just
look like-
it looks like he
Did it look like it was a bunch of different books kind of all slapped together?
Yes.
Motherfucker.
He actually had 2 books that looked like they were all slapped together.
And we found a third. How many is he making?
I don't know. It's weird shit.
How long ago was this?
I don't know, like earlier today, a couple hours ago.
Oh, thank fuck.
Is that all you know?
Yeah. You're very intense.
Yes, he's on my island.
Well, then let's not waste any more time.
Correct. And we should just follow the stream. So she like gives a stink eye to the frog.
Many thanks, Frogbert.
No problem. And then as you're walking away, be careful with the multiplying deer.
The what?
The multiplying deer.
There's only one of me.
You have to say more about that. You can't just say the multiplying deer and leave it at that. You have to say more.
I've eaten at least 5 deer at once. I'm sure it'll be fine.
All
Okay,
right.
I guess we're not gonna get more information.
You're not.
There's
No.
only one of me. It's fine.
Oh gods.
Yeah. So you're walking, your feet walking in the puddles, splish. Well, the creek, splish splashing. At some point, you don't see any more ghosts, Camilla, as like the farther you walk. Which is, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing.
Angela is only unsettled by it because random just dead things that only I can see, it sounds horrifying to me. Camilla is unsettled by it because ghosts are a weird zone for her, of like, they're not technically fully dead, but they're not full life. So it's the definition of somebody found a transient, a transitional or a liminal spot within the bureaucracy of life and death, and we don't know where to slot these people.
Correct.
Like,
that is the correct
this
response.
requires subsection 35AB.37 form to identify where the fuck to put all of these people. And we don't carry a lot of those forms. That's basically the equivalent of where her emotional state is seeing them. It's just like, so many souls. None. Do I put you with the pestilence people? Do I put you with the rot people? None of you did terrible things, but you're all dead.
Not your problem.
I think.
It's literally not your problem. Stop making
Not
it your
circus,
problem.
Not your monkeys.
Yeah, exactly.
So Camilla doesn't like it when people are mid-transition. Sorry.
This is not a statement for Janet. This is a statement for Charlie. Why have you chosen horizontal transphobia? Why have you done this? Why have you done this to me?
Horizontal transphobia.
The
Just makes it sound like it's sex transphobia.
Oh my god.
Continue on.
Yeah,
I have an
as we
endpoint
walk
in mind
on,
for
Onyx
this.
Onyx is looking for like the tracks since
Yeah.
Fogbird said it was only a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's looking for the scent.
Yeah. Both of you make tracking checks.
Wow. 17, which means 17, just technically a 20.
What?
Because I have a training in tracking.
Yeah.
So
See,
17 plus 3.
You got a 6. You beat challenges.
Yeah, I got a 6.
So what did Mishi get?
I rolled an 11.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, Mishi, you can't catch the scent. It's gonna be harder to catch than just the tracks itself, but I'll say you both can see the tracks. As you're walking, you see booted footprints continuing down this creek. It's only like up on the shore because it's just the creek right in the middle, and then there's a small shore right near the bookshelf, so that's really just dirt and mud and a little bit of grass. But you see multiple footprints like walking on top of each other, along with those 4 the quadruped, the hoofed footprints from earlier. And then but it looks like they've been walked over multiple times, the biped. And as you're walking, you see a weird, like, lime green deer just eating, without horns, eating some, like, drinking out of the creek. And as you get closer, it looks up at you. And you know those deer that have, oh god, what are they called? They have, like, those, like, scent markers that kind of, like breathe in and out on its face. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay.
That's cool. What?
They have like scent glands on the face. It's called I think it's a muntjac deer.
You were talking about deer, and I was like, "This is my territory, like hunting family." And then you pull this. What? This can't.
Yes, it's like a weird, like extra nostril.
Yeah, they have like these
that.
weird
That's
scent
cool.
glands. I'm gonna put an image in chat for y'all. I think they're really cool and interesting.
Oh, I'm
Call me crazy. I don't like it when things have extra holes in their faces.
That can't be North American. What is
Oh, huh.
This tiny vampire deer.
It's got 2 noses. Why I do that?
Yeah, everybody go look at these little guys. It's fun.
It's very cute, other than the holes in his face.
It's from South Asia and Southeast Asia.
Okay, I was like, this is not a North American deer. I would know about this.
I would know if this was somewhere in North America.
So I think Mishi's like a deer without antlers. Already, I feel superior. She's confidently walking up. It turns its head. She sees the extra holes. She's like, hold up.
It looks at you, and it doesn't really do anything. It just goes back down to like continue drinking water. It's like seems to be non-hostile.
Okay.
One of
She's
the
like,
multiplying
she's like
deer.
doing the math. And is like, what is this?
The doing math gif, like the
Yeah, basically.
the woman. Let's try not to provoke anyone else while we're here. We're gonna have to come back this way to get back to Dune Sky. So I don't want to.
We don't have to come back this way to go Dunskay. We just use the pen.
Well, actually, would using the pen get us back to the library, or
Yes,
Probably.
he said it gets you back to the library.
And we
And
can
then we
just
use the
easily
book
go
that
back
we
to
went
Dunskay.
into. Yes.
yes? So wait, how are we gonna get the orb out of this book if we have to?
Oh.
We.
No, it's the box universe puzzle. No, I don't want to deal with this.
If we
I
go
hate
back,
this paradox.
if we go back to the library after we kill Reed, and then we'll jump back in here again, grab the orb, and then go back to the library from here, and then jump back into Dune Sky, and then we'll have that book, and then.
Oh,
And
why
then-
don't we just take the orb and go back to the library and then go into the orb?
If
Yes.
Nishi wants to spend the time to do that,
You can
It'll
take
be
it
2
while I'm in
seconds.
the orb killing Reed.
Let's
Friend.
find it first.
She's like starts trying to talk to the deer because the other animals could talk. What are the rules?
So I think deer scream. If I remember,
They can.
They can.
It's terrifying.
It does it screams.
Ah,
It does not speak human. But then it goes back to just drinking some water.
Have you seen this man?
It kind of like shuffles away a couple paces, gives you a weird look, and then just walks a couple paces away and just continues to do its own thing.
Care as though it does not want to interact with you, Mishi.
We'll keep following the tracks.
Watching you.
Why do you have extra holes on your face?
Literally my same question.
I've never seen this. This is confusing.
It's probably a magic deer. It multiplies.
As am I. I don't have extra holes in my face. Wait, I have gills.
I wouldn't say those are holes though. Like I'd say that those are like they're like it's like a vent. There's like I don't know. It's
this
like,
could be a vent.
It's also not on your face, you know. Like it's on. Like I feel like
Onyx tries to like shuffle them forward.
Yeah,
while
we're
having this
talking.
conversation.
Camilla has already
Okay.
gone
I was
forward.
like, no, but like, cause neck has no holes. So if you're putting holes on the neck, that's not as offensive to me as putting more holes on a thing that already has so many holes on it. It just seems like overkill.
Janet hates facial piercings.
That's not what I said. Don't put words.
No. No, if I don't like things mid-transition, then you don't like holes on faces. That's how this works.
All right.
Sniper shot from across the room.
God.
You keep walking. You're following these footsteps, right? And then all of a sudden, you're following these like footprints that you see like when they're on the land and stuff. And all of a sudden you see more tracks. You see well, sorry, what was that, Maya?
Are they hoofed like the deer tracks from before?
No, they're more humanoid tracks. It seems like there's another set of 4 tracks that have start to appear, along with the ones that you've been following, assumedly that are reeds.
Do they also have shoes?
3 of them do.
Interesting.
I see Angela thinking, and I see Angela thinking, I'm like, that bitch is what I see in your expression.
No, I'm trying not to think that. The problem is that the face shows many thoughts that I don't want it to do so. Can I just check, just because me, Angela, the player, is paranoid about this, do these tracks look like ours?
Remind me, Mishi does not wear shoes, right? I am assuming Mishi does not wear shoes.
No, she does not.
Yeah, so there's 3.
God
So there
damn
is
it!
no.
I knew it! I knew it! I fucking knew it! I was so hoping it wasn't, and I was
unshoed
wrong!
tracks.
God damn it!
Oh, so yours are also unshoed?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 unshoed tracks.
Ow!
We've just been walking around in circles in our own goddamn tracks? How?
How? We've been walking in a straight line.
Down the row, you see that deer again, just casually drinking more water.
God damn it.
So fun fact, the inspiration from the card that I took was for the Invisible Sun, which was the tyrannical clock. One of the meanings is repetition. Bringing you into the Invisible Sun realm, play the game.
I hate it. I hate
Mare,
Yes.
I would like, I would like to play the game with you where I have magic training. I want to see if we're stuck in a spell of some sort, but can I
Sure.
pull a Sooth card instead of rolling?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yes. Watch me pull a fucking jackal.
That'd be funny. I hope not.
We pulled it so many times during our last game.
I pulled the jackal for an NPC, a previous NPC in the game, actually.
Like in this campaign?
In this campaign.
It's a bad card.
Okay.
It's a bad card. I pulled
It's a
it for
cool card, but it's a bad card.
The jackal has no reason to be that jacked in the art.
You know why it's that jacked.
That's quitting talk. Everything can always be more jacked.
So we got the furries. Got it.
Hey.
I have never denied being a furry.
All right, so that's 1.
All right.
I was about to say I'll deny it until the day I die, and then looked at the character I'm playing.
So
We stand furries. We
I'm
stand
not
furries.
I'm not a furry. I'm a monster fucker. There's a difference.
I'm both.
That is fair.
that technically that is true. You
There's a
are
lot of overlap. I will admit there's a lot of overlap.
They fall under possibly the same origin point, but they are different. They're basically the equivalent of like a different subclass and are
And then
distinct
some
enough to
of
be
y'all are
considered.
both in this group. It's fine.
I ain't
Okay.
ashamed of nothing.
I pulled the Messiah. It's a Vision Swans, Blades, and Water. Changes, salvation, and familial love. This is a positive card overall, so I'm going to say that you can tell that you feel this weird fucking magic. And it kind of has this, like, green-blue aura that you can just sense around you. And this is some kind of spell.
Okay. This is magic. It's not our magic, but it's magic. Which means that it has rules. So... Onyx... Big brain. I think she's like touching her temple like this. And she's like, if it has rules, the rules can be broken to break the spell. And... magic usually works off something. Mare.
Yes.
I would like to try to the first thing that's coming to mind is eat the magic, but that sounds stupid. But like,
Also, how would you do that?
exactly, I don't know.
I think it's the deer that casts a spell on us. So if we eat the deer,
Friend, did you cast a spell? She's yelling at the deer.
It looks at you.
Friend,
Its little scent glands like open and close.
Question. Does Camilla see anything now in terms with being aware with what Onyx has given us being aware that there's a spell? Is there anything that's off about the region, about just the area around us?
Make me a observation check.
Mishi also has training in piercing disguises
Okay.
and discerning truth.
Yes, I will absolutely say those apply if one of you want to roll and the other person can get an asset from that. Yes, I will say someone can roll. Or if you both want to roll, and no one gets an extra asset, that's fine too.
If you want, Mishi, because I know you've spent a fair bit of your intellect points before this, I can put in 2 effort into this, and I also technically, because of See the Unseen, get tasks ease when looking for things that are conventionally hidden or otherwise. I would assume that would work as a decent asset for trying to do this.
Yeah, it's not conventionally hidden, but I would say it would apply.
Okay, so that would be 2 assets from that already to whatever what is the difficulty for trying to do this, Mare?
5.
5. Okay, so that would drop it down to a 3.
And then Mishi gives another?
Yep.
So that would drop it down to a 2.
2.
hell yeah.
And then... Oh, wait, so then... and I have an edge in this, so I will just spend 4 intellect points and drop it to 0.
Okay. You automatically succeed.
I don't even need to roll.
Correct.
Fuck that.
Damn.
That's our first time doing an automatic success on here.
So Mare can't use the nat 1.
No, it's okay. I don't mind. I think I'm going to stockpile them.
Oh God.
That's concerning.
So
Okay, but like
terrifying.
I
so
do have that
excited for them.
JRPG tendency to save all of your like
I get it.
revives.
Yep.
So that's the thought process.
Don't need 100 megalixirs for the final boss.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
No, you
What
don't.
if you do, though? What if you do, though?
You do.
When have you ever needed 100 of any resource for a boss?
Sephiroth in Final Fantasy Rebirth.
Get good. Anyways.
I'm bad at the
Kill it,
game.
too.
Anyway,
Carry on.
You're looking. You're observing, seeing the unseen, and yeah. So now that Onyx has mentioned, hey, this is magic. This is some kind of spell. And Hamishi, how do you assist Camilla?
Mishi's from a like magical environment, like nature. Things are never really what they look like. It almost in a face sense. I think like it's basically as soon as she saw the deer, she was like, "There's something more going on here," even if she hasn't fully connected all the dots yet. She knows that there's something more beneath the surface. I
think a good thing right here that Mishi would be able to like immediately clock as soon as like, especially when everybody's looking, like even though this deer doesn't seem like it, you get the sense of you're looking at it and you think predator.
As in I am one, or that is one?
That is one.
The deer?
The deer is a predator. And
the
that's
violence
how
is stored in the extra nose holes.
And as you're looking at it, Camilla, you see that from these like it's like you know how creatures secrete pheromones? This thing is secreting magic, and in some way it is creating this loop essentially. You walk and then you end up back at the start and you keep going. And now that you're like looking around, you can occasionally see like a bone here and there. This thing kind of just waits for creatures to tire out.
You are not a friend.
It's terrifying.
So
Yeah.
I imagine it's something that like Mishi and Camilla kind of simultaneously just start to realize, like, wait a minute.
And you don't even have antlers?
It's got tiny
You
little
call
ones.
yourself a deer?
Like, this thing is not like physically strong. It is using its natural abilities to, it's being cunning because it knows it can't take something in a head-on fight.
Just imagining
Oh, it
somebody
sure can't.
passing out from exhaustion, like having walked themselves ragged, and the last thing they see before they pass out is this deer just walking over to them and looking over them with
Yes.
its weird nose face.
Mishi's gonna grab it, like just kind of grab its face, and the first thing she's gonna do is just look at its teeth.
Oh.
Because if this thing eats meat, you'll be able to tell in the teeth.
So
That's the difference between herbivores and predators.
There's like
That
a
makes
manic
sense.
glint in your eye, Amaya, that I've never seen before.
I'm looking at its teeth, goddamn.
I'm debating whether it would be scarier for it to have it have teeth or something else.
The fact that you've introduced that idea alone is already terrifying.
I think
Go with the terrifying.
I think it has it doesn't have teeth. It just kind of looks like a void and this really, really like long tongue.
How does it eat the things that die? What?
Are you telling me we're dealing with Dear Kirby here?
As you're
Derby.
as you're like it, you grab its face. It tries to like pull away. Like it is like startled. Like
No, I'm like holding
it's
it.
starting to make sounds. Please, it's like it wants to be let go.
She screams back, and it's like the deer scream.
Make an intimidation check.
This
This poor deer, it just wants food. Okay.
What I realize we have been robbed of this entire campaign is seeing Amaya get that glint in her eye, because
we like animals and like environment and like this is something I know a lot about. So when you said predator, I was like, but the eyes are on the side. How else can you tell a predator from prey? The teeth.
God.
And then
that's invasive thought thinking and action taking.
Invisible sun doesn't need to make sense.
We just talked to a clam head.
I just love that Mishi's hoping that it makes sense, and it does not.
Mishi got her
in her weird way, it does.
Mishi got their BA in zoology. Like they're just like, what's happening?
Yeah, the problem is that they didn't get it in cryptozoology.
Did you roll?
I rolled a 16.
Yeah,
No.
you are screaming at this thing, and it does like a full on yank away, and it runs, and as it's running, the magic fades away.
I knew it was the deer.
Fast.
And you kind of are left in a dead end, actually, where there is a bookshelf to your left, right, and forward.
Where'd the deer go? Mishi's following.
It's gone.
Mishi, focus.
She's sprinting. She's in
Mishi!
sprint mode now.
It has disappeared. It looks like it's continuing to use its magic to GTFO or confound the senses. But you end up at this end of this bookshelf, and there is a book on the third shelf from the bottom in front of you that's just on its side. It's not upright, but it's on its side, and it looks very cobbled together. Frankenstein.
I immediately grab it and I start looking at what stories have been Frankenstein together this time. If there's anything I recognize.
There is a story about a labyrinth with a monster at the center. There is a partway through, you see bluish green glints of a orb stitched into the paper and pages. And then the last page is talking about a place called the House of Bats.
Mishi didn't stop to look at the book, or else she'd be paying attention to this.
Yeah.
What she is doing is trying to, again, see through the disguise that this deer was creating to see where it went.
Roll. It's challenge 5.
I'm just gonna straight roll it. I'm
Okay,
not
okay.
spending resources on this. 18.
Yeah, you can keep following it if you want.
Mishi, do you want to get to your island or not?
She stopped. She's thinking.
But she knows the direction.
Yeah.
She stops and says, "Was there an intact orb or just this book?" And she's looking around the area to see if there's an orb that's together.
There's no together orb.
But this book is bound?
The book is bound. It is been stitched together. There is a spine. There's pages. And in some of the pages, you see the glinting of broken pieces of an orb.
She's gonna try to look at the pieces to see if she can tell what story it is. Pretty sure I know, but
it's really
anyway.
hard to tell, but it is one of yours about when you were living on your island. It is... I don't know what the best way to describe it. I think it would be one that's bittersweet for you. One you were recently reminded of when Janet pulled on your antlers.
This is where he went? Into this combination?
Maybe I wanna put my hand in and not try and go fully in, but I want to put my hand on this book and see if it's a book that could be entered the same way that we've been doing.
Yes.
Might be our best bet. This book is fully bound. If he brings it back to the library, it could become just another story.
It's not gonna be right.
No.
I don't think he cares.
There are pieces of one of my stories in it, but all of this paper around it, it's wrong.
I will say, Mishi, since you are not in the Chronicler's library right now, you can't read this book.
Oh no!
I'm just letting you know. I feel like this might be a relief.
I'm illiterate
Mishi.
again!
The read magic only happens in the library.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't think she would look anyway.
Yeah, I don't think you, but you don't get these random words like going through your head anymore when you're looking at it.
Onyx, sort of growls and is just like, we don't know how long he's been in there. We need to pass through as quickly as possible.
This is our best bet. And unfortunately, if what Dewey said is right, once a book is bound, it can't be unbound unless the chronicler does it or something goes very, very wrong, like it did with us.
And we need those pieces back.
So once we go in there and kick Reed's ass, we need to go find the chronicler.
Are any of these pieces from the story that Mishi was taken from, or were they all from this other one?
I think they're all from the other one.
Well, let's not waste any more time then.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if he broke these stories apart, he can put them back together.
Maybe. Unless he's cast a spell that even he can't undo.
If he has the tools and can use them, so can we. Or
I'm
you.
always
I
good
don't use
for
tools.
learning.
I think all three of you would notice at this point that there's something dripping on top of the book. It's at first it's very clear, and then it turns to red. Because there's a look of absolute fury on Camilla's face. And she has reflexively dug her claws into her palm in anger. And you see that artwork. Those claws ain't exactly, like, tiny.
Camilla?
It's like shaking with rage.
Hey, talk to me. I'm here.
Like, her eyes are starting to get like that redness that she gets whenever she's gone berserk.
I take her hand and I clasp it in between both of mine, and I squeeze it just as hard as I can, just applying pressure, trying to ground her.
I kind of want to ask if it's okay for the group and Mare, can I make an intellect roll to try and keep the berserk away?
Yes.
Oh, keep it away. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
not to encourage it to keep it away.
You piss.
Because this is kind of a
I
big
get it.
deal. House of Bats is like there is a structure of shit in there that cannot and should not be interrupted. Fuck, that's not good.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a correct. I almost rolled a D10 and I was going to be very sad.
God.
Sabotage. Uh-oh.
What'd you get?
Yes.
I got a 3.
Yes.
Ooh, so tell me what happens when you fail.
However, I'm going to spend an XP to do a reroll.
Okay. That's
So
fair.
That should be 2.
They're 3, and then we can fight again. Round 2.
It's 12.
Okay. Yes, you passed this time.
Okay.
You are keeping track of all of your things, right?
Yes, it should be on the tracker. I should have 2 remaining XP if you can change that, Mare.
Yeah. No problem.
Because it gets real bad. Like,
You almost look like you're about to actually lose your shit.
yeah, if I am out of foes, then I just start attacking anything near me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like her claws like her fangs and teeth were starting to like elongate and get to that point of like almost about to pounce on Mishi.
Yeah.
Use this when we find Reed. Your story is in here too, isn't it?
If they ruin the House of Bats, there is much about death within the nature of my world that will be affected. The demons and such that manage misery will be affected. There is much about those who pass on that will be affected. I will fail my duty. I cannot do that.
We're gonna fix it.
Just like finally lets go, but like her hands are, she's only now being aware of like how much of a mess her hands are.
Mm-hmm.
They're in agreement. We will find him.
You three go into the book. I will follow you shortly, but I will take us out to the library.
Okay, here's the pen. No.
Fuck. Oh god.
I will say that you can do this without any like rules or anything. You can all go in before Onyx. Onyx, you can use the pen to actually leave and get back to the library. No problem. Is there anything that you're doing in the library before you pop back in?
I think I just yell for Dewey and see if he's anywhere nearby.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. And you hear the flapping of like paper wings before he lands near you. Hi.
Dewey, I have to go back into this to make sure that I don't lose time with them. But
oh my god, what happened to that book?
Read.
Oh. I don't have to put this in the organization system. I'm not putting this in the organization system.
No, we need to undo what he did. And she reaches out and she pats Dewey on the head and she jumps into the book.
All right.
And hopes that she didn't take too much time outside of it.
Okay. Wait, before you go, do you want me to put this with Dunska?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be so much easier when we leave.
Yeah. So you hop into the book. Would everybody like an experience point?
Sure.
Okay. Hold on, let me just give you everybody their experience points first.
Guys, I'm gonna be tier 2.
I'm so proud.
I would have been if I hadn't re-rolled, damn it.
I'm almost to tier 2.
I
haven't even done my third thing yet.
Okay. So basically what happens is you all end up landing in the middle of a stone cold maze, which you kind of expected, honestly, because you glanced through the book. It was talking about a maze. You saw some stuff. You saw some Mishi's orb pieces, and then basically the House of Bats and Jibalba. So you all land. Your feet are solid on dirt and stone, and you occasionally see some like vines. It is dark. You're underground somewhere, and it's just not great. Maybe a smidge claustrophobic, but none of you see anyone else. You have been separated. And that's
Mishi, oh my god.
Fucker! God damn it!
Do my little danger dance.
Danger dance.
That's what we're gonna
I did
leave
this
it.
dance whenever we were in danger in Invisible Sun. A little danger dance.
Wait, to quote a quote that my friend Torin used when she ended up in a really oh shit situation. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. We are in danger right now. Fuck.
But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh. This is so scary, guys.
I know, right?
What are we gonna do?
Everything's going so terribly.
Ah, jeez, how are we gonna get out of this one, gang?
How are we not on my island yet? Misha's so frustrated. She's like, this is it. We're supposed to be there.
You were trying to chase a deer.
Maybe the deer knew where the island was because this book isn't it.
Listen.
It
I
sounds
was
like it's part of it.
this close to using an ability from my warrior set that I haven't used, which is Overwatch, which I just straight up would just stare at a spot and wait for the deer to come back and chuck a knife at it.
Dang.
Anyway, we want to say hey, who we are, good in our goodbyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it up.
It's Charlie first.
Yeah. Hey guys, my name's Charlie. I use he, they, she pronouns. And I was your Bonnie Janet for this evening. You can find me on Twitter at GLCharlieG or on TikTok at GoodLoveCharlieGrass. I do D&D things and other various nerdy shit. And yeah, that's me.
Yes. It's you next.
It's you.
I'm Amaya. I played Mishi, and you can find me pretty much anywhere at Amaya is okay. I make art stuff and comics, and I highly doubt any people are. Huh?
You're
What?
good. We're
really
hyping you
good,
up.
but I didn't want to interrupt. you
Okay,
from
I was like,
saying-
people are gesturing at me like I'm. I thought you were like I wasn't speaking loud enough. I was scared. No, okay. And I highly doubt anyone here is in the Calgary area, but I did get into an art market on November 30th called Starry Dynamo. I'll be selling prints and stickers and stuff.
I want to see
Yeah.
what you got on sale.
I'll send you guys some stickers and stuff that I'm making, like the images of it. You guys can see.
You mean you're letting us purchase them, correct?
I don't have a place for that to happen online yet, but one day.
I will Venmo you. Or
Yeah, literally.
PayPal.
Drop the Venmo.
Well, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Damn,
Hey,
Calgary
stickers
is
are
33
flat. They can
hours
be
away.
sent like in a regular envelope.
True.
Sorry, continue.
Oh, that's me. I'm done.
I don't remember whose turn it is.
It's Angela's turn.
Hello there, everybody. My name is Angela Lemos Morevejo. I use she, they pronouns, and I've been playing Camila Gutierrez, our pretty sapphic, pretty pissed off bat death god who is slowly considering murder is back on the menu, boys. So that'll
Let's
be a
fucking
thing.
go.
To be fair, it was never off the menu. It was just on the bottom end of it, but you know, had to make room for other things like
You had to have appetizers first.
We had to go through the seasonal specials first.
God. Sound like my local pizza place. Anyways, you can find my Patreon over at Voice of the Phoenix or Philosophem. I write poetry that's specifically oriented about a lot of different topics. Most of it, as of late, love and actual play poems. Some of it is processing a lot of recent loss, and also I'm sort of giving a sneak peek of this. Probably shouldn't, but I will. Sometime in the winter, I am going to be running a Printweaver game.
Do it.
Which
Apply.
I'm super excited because I have been making a new world for it for a couple of months now, and I just spent 2 hours last night making food for the world, so we'll see how that goes. That's me.
And good evening, folks. I have been your soul tonight. You can find me on Blue Sky. And honestly, I just want to shout out everyone who's doing their best to support everybody in these trying times. Donate if you can, organize if you can, and know that we're always want to see you guys. That's me.
Hey everybody, I'm Mare. You can find me on all applicable social media, Archmage of Dice. I am currently only a Sword and Key exclusive at the moment, so you can just find me here running this game for another 33% of the sessions on 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. And also, I'm here on Saturdays. Our flagship campaign Horizons call at 6 p.m. Eastern. I also run check for the Zenith, not modern, but it's a cityscape intrigue death, murder stuff going on at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And just check out the games. I know we have some rescheduled one-shots going on. You know, it is what it is. Life happens, but that's all I got. So, we will be here next week and then not here the week after that. I will be traveling. In the meantime, we are going to go raid Neon Lights Roleplay, and we will see everybody next week where we get to deal with everybody being separated. Let's juggle. I'm going to juggle all these scenes. It's going to be perfect. Hell yeah. Anyway, bye.
Bye.